Buddy, the Utopian Duelist here, and today I'll be showing you my Utopia deck. Now, I've done a little experimenting with it, and I like the changes that I made to it, really. They're going to be a little surprising. It is a rank 4 spam deck fused with Utopia and a little bit of my own touch of crazy randomness, just because I can. Wow. Just chugged a glass of Monster. It was in a glass, it was hot, and no one likes hot Monster. 3 Goblinberg, tradition of the Utopia deck, of course. 3 Hat Tricker. 3 Gigabyte for all the spellcasters I run in the deck. 2 Summoner Monk. 2 Ray Raptor Sanguineous. I actually haven't seen this card in a rank 4 spam deck before. So, I think I'm the first one to use it in a rank 4 spam, because the only deck others... Well, it's used in Raid Raptors, which I guess could be a rank 4 spam if you want to look at Malcolm's deck. Ha ha ha. Oh, that deck annoys me so much sometimes. Especially when he triple, what is it? Anyway, it's the Raid Raptor monster that lets you special summon even more Raid Raptor monsters, which is basically every Raid Raptor monster. He pops my stuff, and it's annoying, people. It's annoying. Duel Malcolm, you'll realize it's annoying. It's a good deck, but it's annoying. Anyway, 10 Goldfish. Most people don't run it in the deck, but I like it. It's an extra special summon card. Occasionally, you do get that point when you have to Goblinberg 10 Goldfish, or you have to... Really, if we want to talk about awkwardness, though, it's that moment when you're basically forced to Goblinberg. Anyway, Photon Thrasher. It's a good card. Kage to Kage, I run it at 1 because I'm gonna be honest, I almost hate Kage to Kage. I used to like it as a card, you know, for special summoning, but that moment when your field's completely clear and you're just relying on one card to save your butt and you draw Kage to Kage, it's horrible. Normally when I do that, I do like the Shining Draw, Hoya, I look at it, think, well, crap, I'm screwed. Drop it on the field, I scoop. It's pretty much how that works. Although it's good when you have a normal, when you can use this effect. Now I do something kind of interesting here. I only have 1, but I run a scale of Dragon Pulse and Wisdom Eye. Because, for one, there's spellcasters, which actually helps with the effect of Gigabyte. Because I found that I was summoning it, like, having Gigabyte in my hand and not having any spellcasters use the effect off of, and having to, like, use it in Kage to Kage, or use it with Goblinberg. And I didn't like that. I like being able to Goblinberg, some other monster, then Hat Tricker, whatever, and then Gigabyte, because I control the spellcasters or whatever. So, yeah, and I run 1 copy of Pendulum Call. That way, I kind of use it like instant fusion, Pendulum Call. But I'll get to that in a minute. So, I run Fire and Ice Hand just because if your opponent only has 1 attacking monster, let's say you set Ice Hand, they attack it, it's destroyed, pop one of their spells, and then special summon defense. That way, you've already got a monster on the board for the your next turn. So all you gotta do is draw 1 more monster, hopefully not Kage to Kage. That's happened to me before, and you've already got an Xyz monster. Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress, another spellcaster. Just for, I like the spell pop effect of it. It helps out the deck, but, don't you love it when your mind goes blank? It helps out the deck, but I would like it if it could special summon. It make me happy if I could pop a spell and also special summon. Kind of like Ice Hand, but, oh well. 1 Performance Trick Clown, spellcaster again. And then I can pay 1,000, special summon it. Alright, now we get to Pendulum Call. Pendulum Call, discard 1 card, add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from the deck to the hand. And then Magician Pendulum monsters can't be destroyed until the end of the, end of the turn, I think. So I treat it almost like instant fusion because you activate it, pay a cost, and add cards to your hand, or in instant fusion's case, special summon Norden. So that way I have a scale on the field. I don't know, I like it. I've been wanting to try out Pendulums with my Utopias for a little while. But anyway, 3 Numeron's Force. Play it, it negates all face effects on the field, and you get to rank up off it. Now it'll negate your Pendulum Scales. Actually, will it negate? Does it negate Pendulum Scales? Yeah, I guess it would, because they kind of spells when they're in the Pendulum Zone. So yeah, 1 double or nothing for Utopia, of course. Sugamo Slash, cause it's a pretty decent card. Rhoda for the Warriors in the deck. Xyz Change Tactics for the Utopias in the deck. Instant Fusion. Then we hit the traps. 1 Draining Shield. 1 Xyz Tribal Rivals. Actually, Xyz Tribal Rivals is a pretty good card when you have a monster with 2 overlay units or more. It can't be destroyed by card effects, and if that monster does battle with an opponent's monster, even if, let's say, Utopia attacks 3,000 Blue Eyes, woohoo, destruction, suicide, at the end of the battle phase, or whatever, it actually gets destroyed. So it's kind of like a little suicide card. Or if you're dealing with Marshmelon, let's say you attack Marshmelon with Utopia, nothing happens, but at the end of the damage step, it'd be destroyed by Xyz Tribal Rivals. So I kind of liked it, so that's why I put it in. Dimensional Prison, Scrap Iron Scarecrow, Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, and Xyz Reborn. So that's the main deck. Now, actually, I'm going to move to the... I don't know. Yeah, I'll do the extra deck next. So this is the main extra deck. 1 Utopia. I didn't sort this, guys. So, yeah. So 3 Utopias. Then we run a copy of Ray V for the pop effect. And no matter what people tell you guys, read your cards, because Ray V can actually pop a monster, do the damage, and you can still attack with it. So it's good for clearing the board and doing extra damage. Pop their 3,000 attack Blue Eyes. I'm using Blue Eyes today. And then hit them for 26 direct if that's the only monster they have on board. I run 1 copy of Lightning just because you can only use its... Sure, your opponent can activate battle effects during the battle phase, or when you do battle, but you can only activate the 5,000 effect if they control monsters, so you can't use it like as OTK, which sucks. Number 39, Ray V, to get past back row and get over high-powered monsters. Number 9, Utopic Dragon, special summon my numbers from the graveyard. Plus, it's good for decks like Mermails that target your monsters a lot. Dark Rebellion, Xyz Dragon, to help get over high-powered monsters. Honor Art, to deal with special summon monsters that annoy me. Perform my chat triggers, or not hat trigger, Trapeze Magician, for its effect. It's a great effect. Plus, I run a lot of spellcasters in the deck now, so I can actually run that. Castel, again, for cards that annoy me. 82, I could have won a lot of duels at regionals if I had actually ran 82. Because the duels got that close, guys. The duels got that close. And then my special summon cards, King of Feral Imps. The way I would use King of Feral Imps, let's say I have Goldenberg, Lila, and Hat Tricker in my hand. Magic happens. No, seriously though. Goldenberg effect, summon Lila, and then Hat Tricker effect. Or actually, let's make a Gigabyte just because you can only control 1 Gigabyte. Because I've had to do this multiple times. Make sure I use the Gigabyte for the summon of King of Feral Imps. And then, so Goldenberg summon Gigabyte, then Hat Trigger. You would make King of Feral Imps with Gigabyte and Goldenberg. That way, you can actually use King of Feral Imps, add another Gigabyte, and then special summon it. That way, if you're going to attack, you have a Utopia monster or whatever, and then to clear, like a Utopia monster to clear the board, and then you have the 23 beater to do the extra damage. So it helps. Then I run 1 Emerald. Just because I kind of like its effects, and I can actually use both its effects now because I do use Dragon Pit in the deck, which is a normal monster. So target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card. I did take out my Sacred Crane, but I kind of feel like I'm not losing that much card advantage because of Emerald. That, and it actually would help me special summon if I have Dragon Pit in the graveyard, so yeah. And then 1 Norden for the instant fusion, so that's extra deck. Now we're going to hit the 15 card side deck. These are cards that I put in for certain decks, really. I used to run the 2 level limit area Bs all the time in the deck, but I figured but it's not I figured, really, it's kind of I realized, I had a big realization that if I duel a deck like Malcolm's, level limit area B is not going to help me much at all. Sure, it keeps that extra monster he has as a straggler every time, probably a, what is it? I almost said Fluffle. Wow. A Fuzzy Lanius. Because he does all the special summon tricks, and then he usually has like a Fuzzy Lanius or something left over. Well, sometimes he does, but yeah. So it keeps that monster from attacking me, but it doesn't do much else. I cite another Double or Nothing. Mastery Restrict for Monarchs. Trapix Hole Nightmare and Bottomless Trap Hole for Reflatia. Abyss Dweller for like BA and Fluffles and stuff. Island Zigma. It's a pretty good little card for like attribute-based decks. Steel Swarm Roach. F-Zero. Then I run 1 Junk Charger in my side deck because you can use the following effect of Junk Charger once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 junk monster on the field. Then activate one of these effects. Increase its level by 1, reduce its level by 1. You can actually target itself with that effect. So I can go into Black Rose if I wanted to, by just leaving it at 3. These are just the ones I had like laying around that I liked. I would like to go in, I probably would have liked to go into a 6-star, but I don't have a good 6-star. And I can also go into Archfiend Dragon if I wanted to increase it up to 4. So I can do that if I want to. And then I had in 1 open spot, so Chain Dog, because he's the real MVP. Anyway, so that was my Utopia deck, guys. I hope you like it. It works really well in my opinion. I've done test duels with like the pendulum scale and everything, and so it works really well. It actually works better than the version of it that I ran at regionals. So, and I placed 96th in regionals, and they didn't count one of my wins. So I was probably in the 70s with Malcolm. So, you know it's a good Utopia deck when it can go that far in state regionals, when people are running Cosmos and BA and Mermails. You know, I'm thinking about it. My losses were Mermail, 2 BA, and a Draco Pal. And I won against Lightsworn, Melodious. A Cyber Dragon player beat me, but he gave me the win on that. And no, that's not the win they didn't count. I actually checked the slip when he gave me the win, and he marked my name. And then I beat, actually Josh. I got matched up with Josh, and I beat him in this spot. So, yeah. So anyway, there goes the whole I can't talk thing again. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. You know the rest. See ya.